friends and family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, bienvenidos. My name is Joanna, nice to meet you, and please consider subscribing and joining our wonderful fusion family where we're all about good food and diversity. Last week I asked you guys what recipe you were most curious to see, and a lot of you wanted to see how my mom makes her Mexican paletas, aka Mexican popsicles. Now, Mexican popsicles are a really old-time Mexican tradition that sadly not a lot of people know how to make, even Mexican families. When my mom first wanted to add Mexican paletas to her Mexican restaurant, she went through quite a struggle, not gonna lie. It was a little bit of a pain in the bushahaini for her because she had to travel out to Mexico, pay a lot of money for the recipe, for the training, for the equipment, and then, you know, import the equipment back. So it was a whole ordeal, let me tell you. Fortunately for us, that's not the case today. My mom is super excited for me to be sharing this recipe with you guys, and there are so many different flavors of paletas, but I'm gonna be teaching you guys the simple base so people can actually carry on the tradition of making Mexican paletas at home for their families, for their friends. And hey, if you want to add paletas to your menu, hopefully this recipe will be useful to you. You'll just have to change the quantities if you want to make larger batches, but this recipe is perfect for smaller batches for trying it at home. Like always, I'll be leaving the ingredients, measurements, as well as substitutions down in the description box. And before I start rambling off, because y'all know I do that a lot, let's get started.
Today I'll be using water, sugar, lime juice, tajin, chamoy, ripe strawberries, ripe mangoes, sweetened condensed milk, Mexican sour cream, heavy cream, shredded unsweetened coconut, crushed pecans, coconut concentrate, strawberry concentrate, nut concentrate, mango concentrate, and finally I'll be using some cellulose gum, which also goes by carboxymethyl cellulose or purified CMC. This is derived from the cell walls of plants like cottonseed and is widely used in commercial prepared ice creams to reduce ice crystals from forming. So this is going to help the popsicles have a smooth texture and prevent freezer burn, so they'll last up to 3 to 4 weeks in the freezer. First, I'm going to disinfect some strawberries in a bowl of water by adding about a tablespoon of vinegar and set aside for 5 minutes. After a few minutes, I'm going to drain and rinse the strawberries under running cool water to remove any possible vinegar taste. Then I'm going to pop off the strawberry stems and cut the strawberries in half so I can remove the core by cutting a V-shaped notch around the core and remove. Next, I'm going to place the strawberries in a food processor, cover, and puree until I have a nice smooth consistency, and I'll set that aside. I'll be making a mango and chamoy flavored popsicle, so I'm going to wash the mangoes before peeling them. Peeling mangoes with the potato peeler is a quick way to remove the mango skin without removing much of the mango flesh. Then remove as much of the mango flesh as possible from the seed and dice into cubes before tossing the mango pieces into a food processor to puree. Cover and puree until smooth and set aside. Next, I'm going to place the popsicle sticks into a small container with some water to soak for about 30 minutes while we work on making the paleta mixes. To make the cream base for any flavored cream paletas, add some Mexican sour cream, some heavy cream, sweetened condensed milk, and a bit of cellulose gum. I'm using a handheld mixer to incorporate the ingredients and slightly aerate the mixture. This is going to help improve the overall texture of the cream-based paletas. Using the cream base, I'm going to make a few different flavors. For a coconut cream flavor, I'm going to add some of the cream base to a bowl and some unsweetened coconut shreds. Then some coconut concentrate, mix well, and set aside. For a strawberry-infused cream flavor, add some of the cream base to a bowl, then strawberry puree, followed by the strawberry concentrate. Whisk until well combined. You can always add some freshly chopped strawberries to the mixture, like I'm doing here. Just make sure to evenly coat the fruit pieces with the strawberry mixture, and that's it for the flavor. Let's make a pecan-flavored cream paleta next. Add some of the cream base, then some of the nut concentrate, followed by some chopped pecans. Mix well and set aside. For the last flavor, I'm going to make a water-based mango-flavored paleta mixture. To a mixing bowl, I'm going to add the mango puree, then the mango concentrate, and some water, and a bit of cellulose gum. I like to give it a mix before adding some sugar. Then I'll whisk this mixture until the sugar is well dissolved. For some extra texture, I'm going to add some freshly chopped mango pieces and mix it all together before setting aside. For popsicle molds at home, I'm going to be using these that hold about 74 milliliters of liquid. These are really good for home use, but for commercial use, I'll leave a link in the description box to the molds my mom used at her store for the more traditional paleta shape and size. Now I'm going to fill each mold with the paleta mixtures made earlier, but I'm going to try to leave about 1/4 inch of room at the top of the mold because as the mixtures freeze, they're going to expand. You can freeze the mango mixture as it is, but I'm going to infuse this mixture with some chamoy and tajin. And then fill these molds with the mango mixture and top it off with some more chamoy. Here I'm using a chopstick to distribute the chamoy and tajin a bit through the mango mixture, but being careful not to overmix it because I want to still be able to see some of the pretty yellow mango mixture. Then top these off with some more tajin at the base. Cover the popsicle molds and place in the freezer for an hour. For the strawberry flavored paletas, I'm going to take some of the damp popsicle sticks that were soaked in water earlier and insert them through a few strawberries as shown, leaving at least ½ inch on one end. Your mold size will determine whether a whole strawberry can fit at the base or if it needs to be cut in half. For the popsicle sticks with strawberries, make sure to just even out the mixture at the top as shown. After an hour in the freezer, insert the remaining popsicle sticks into the paletas. Be sure the molds are covered and place in the freezer overnight or for at least 5 hours. To unmold, fill a water basin with enough water to come up to the entire height of the molds and briefly dip the molds into the warm water for about 5 to 10 seconds. Then grip the popsicle stick firmly and pull upward to remove. Here are the 4 paleta flavors we made, but essentially any flavor can be incorporated into both the cream or water-based paleta mixtures. Experiment and have fun making these at home for your family and friends. They are so colorful and pretty! Here are a few paletas I made using my mom's commercial popsicle mold with the same paleta mixture flavors. Whether you try making these at home or perhaps decide to incorporate them into your restaurant, one thing is for sure. Mexican paletas make great summertime treats. I hope this recipe inspires you to give them a try.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this recipe, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to join our wonderful Fusion family. Whoa, before I forget, just let me give you guys a big thank you for subscribing, for joining our Fusion family, and for those of you who have been with me since the very beginning. I can't thank you guys enough. I didn't even think I was gonna get more than probably 20 subscribers when I first started sharing recipes or my little vlogs. Essentially, I started it for my family, but to know that I've gained more family members and more friends, just a big thank you to you guys. Thank you for being part of our online community. And with that, I'm gonna leave you guys, so take care and I'll see you guys at the next video. Love you, Fusion fam. Bye.